So welcome to our call tonight, guys. Our topic tonight, what exactly do successful ambassadors do every day? Okay, so I hope you're not expecting me to give you at 8 a.m. you're going to get up and do this, and at 9:30 you're going to do this, because that's not how it works in this business, right? We are our own boss, and we set our own schedule, and what works for one person won't necessarily work for another. I often talk, and one of my uplines, Celeste Wynn, always talk about how amazing she is, right? She's the top earner in our company, and magnificent person, great charisma, great personality. And I tell people, I said, I could walk around in her footsteps every single day. I could do exactly what she does every single day, and I won't have the same results. So don't think that there's one answer for each person to do every single day and get those results. You need to do what works for you, what works for your schedule, and what works for those potentials that you're dealing with and your team members that you're dealing with. So let me tell you kind of why I chose this topic tonight, why I wanted to talk about it, and what I felt I needed to express from talking about this. So there was a thread in the Jules page, and I know most of you know we have a Jules page where all the Jules get together and kind of talk and brainstorm and share ideas and so forth. And somebody kind of asked an off-the-cuff question. Are your true runners people who decided to go for it in this business without much prodding or training from you? And did you as an ambassador just go for it despite any training or lack thereof from your upline? And if you have Jules on your team, were they the same way? Did they do this on their own? So the answers, guys, were what really made me feel like I needed to talk about this. Every single Jewel that commented stated that yes, they were a self-starter, that they wanted this, and nothing, absolutely nothing, was going to stand in their way. And what I have found from researching that and looking at the Jewels in our company is that if there is a Jewel that is not a self-starter, their team contains at least one extremely successful self-starter. So what does that mean? We all need to work on being our best self-starter. What exactly is a self-starter? It is defined as a person who begins work or undertakes a project on his or her own initiative without needing to be told or encouraged to do so, right? So what does that mean? That means we go out and take action on our own. So do you consider yourself a self-starter? Or are you what I like to call a thinker in this business? Here are some responses from that thread, and I want you guys, as I read them, to kind of think about where you stand in your business, whether you consider yourself a self-starter or whether you consider yourself a thinker. And really look at what some successful ambassadors said when they were asked this question, okay? One of them said, yes, I was a self-starter, and all my runners are also. I've come to the conclusion that I can train until I'm blue in the face, but until someone catches the vision and decides to run with it themselves, there is no budging them. There are some on my team with huge potential, and I have encouraged them over and over, provided training to no avail. So now I just pray that the Lord will give them that spark. I also do keep providing training and resources, since you never know what might catch someone's interest. I have a level 1 who is a happy wholesaler off and on for well over a year and is now seriously working the business. She is well on her way to gold with a strong runner, self-starter, under her. I've learned to never assume someone isn't a runner just because they currently aren't. And another answer, I was definitely a self-starter, driven, determined, motivated, because I wanted it bad. I didn't allow any excuses to stand in my way. Not a large enough network, I found ways to build mine. No training material available, I created it. Lacking in a certain skill, I learned it. I wanted to be a Jewel. I knew I could be, and that drove me. I didn't worry about how hard it would be, and man, it was hard at times. I just dove in. I committed to 1 year of hard work and went all in. I have some self-starters on my team, and I also have many who are amazing, but just need a little more guidance and move a little slower. And another, as time has gone on, it's clear that self-starters and people driven by motivation from within are the ones that really seem to hang in there. I've had to learn that I cannot make other people want this as much as I did or as I do, but the passion and drive helps people stay focused. It is a daily decision and choice to say, this is happening. Today is going to be a great day. I have to focus on what I can do to make Plexus a better company, my team a better team, and it's up to me to find the success. So, what is it that our successful ambassadors do every day? What is that secret? Action, right? They make the action happen. They act on their goals and they act on what they want from this business. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter specifically how many people they talk to each and every day, how many team members they coach, how many three-way calls they do, how many people they reach out to, how many people they follow up with. It's that they take the action to make it happen. They don't wait around. What do they not do in this business? And ask yourself if you're one of these people that do these things, because this is what the successful ambassadors do not do. They do not need constant reassurance. They don't have to talk to someone every single day. They don't have to have lunch every single week or a phone call on a weekly basis to make themselves feel confident about their decisions in this business. They just go. Now, are they scared? Are they nervous? Absolutely. But they jump off that cliff. They make it happen. Something else they don't do? They don't have to know everything. They don't have to know everything about the products. They don't have to know everything about the business. They don't have to know everything about the compensation plan. They learn as they go. They learn together with their team members, with their upline, with those sidelines around them. They take advantage of their Plexus family and the resources that we are offered to help them along the way. What else do they not do? They do not wait. They talk to their friends before they get their products, before they even sign up, before they have results. How many of you started Plexus? You were super excited about starting the products, about starting the business opportunity. But you said, you know, I need to wait. I need to wait until I have results. I need to wait until I've turned silver. I need to wait until I've made some money to share with people. And what happens? You wait. You're so excited in the beginning. It's new. It's exciting. This is incredible. You have great results. The business takes off for you. But now it's become part of your everyday life. And that excitement is not as full as it was in the beginning. So now that you've waited to reach out to people, that initial spark is kind of dull. And I'm not saying that you don't love the products and you don't love the business opportunity, you're not getting a lot out of it. But think about when things are new and fresh. When you start dating someone and you're in love for the first time, right? That's new and exciting and you want to tell everybody about it. But maybe you wait until you're sure that the relationship is secure, and then you've been doing it for a while. And while they're great and you love them and you're going to spend the rest of your life with them, it's not as exciting as when you first meet them, as that initial reaction. So you don't wait to share Plexus. You tell people about it to begin with. And again, no matter what your testimony is, there are so many things that our products and our business opportunity can do for others. You may never experience the greatness that someone else can. You may never see relief from a health issue that you will never have, but they do. You may never see relief from bankruptcy because you're never facing bankruptcy, yet this person did because their business was successful. So even if you wait for your testimony, you're never going to have that testimony to share with others exactly like they have. So share right away when it's new and when it's exciting, and make sure that you have that excitement when you share. You will radiate that passion and that excitement to others around you, and they will feel that more than they hear what you say. Another thing that they don't do is they don't second guess themselves and overthink themselves out of action. Do successful ambassadors make mistakes in this business? Absolutely. But they learn. They learn from those things. And, you know, there have been many times that I know it's happened to me. I've reached out to someone and I thought, oh, that sounded way too salesy. I should never do that again. Or, oh my gosh, was I too pushy with that person? Should I have not followed up with her 3 times in the last 2 days? You know, oh, I gave them incorrect information about the product. I was thinking about the X factor and it was the mega X. You learn from those things and you move on. You grow as an ambassador, as a person. Don't scare yourself out of it beforehand. It's okay. We all make mistakes, and it's okay to go back to those people and say, hey, you know, I'm kind of new at this and I feel like I was really salesy when I talked to you last time. I don't want to be that way. I really want you to try these products because I think they could help you. I've seen them help my friends, and I honestly think that you would see great success with them. You can go back and right any wrong that you feel you have done. Any mistakes you have made, you can learn from them and grow. And another thing that they don't do, they don't have a fear of failure. And why is this? Because no matter how many times they hear no or mess up, they allow that to push them to greatness. They allow that to be their reason to be successful. It's okay to hear no. You want to hear no. Guys, if you knew how many times successful ambassadors heard no each and every day, you would cry for them. But that's what happens. They reach out to people on a continual basis. And as you grow in this business, your warm market turns into your cold market, turns into a new market. And you have to work even harder to be where many of you are right now. So if you are not a self-starter or you haven't started your business strong, how do you change those things around now? You don't have to be born a self-starter to take this business and to run with it. So what should you work on and what should you implement if you want to be more of a self-starter in this business? You should first hone your self-confidence and your belief. Make sure you know you are worthy of what is in front of you. If you don't believe it, tell yourself that until you believe it. Wake up every morning and say, today's going to be a great day. I'm going to successfully talk to 3 people and they're going to want to try my products or they're going to want to join my team because I'm awesome. I'm going to be a great team leader. Tell yourself those things until you believe it. But don't ever confuse your self-confidence with arrogance. We aren't talking about people who know it all and people that think that they have it all together. We're talking about having a belief in yourself and what you can accomplish. Self-confident people usually possess a positive outlook and believe in their ability to make contributions. They're not afraid to make those decisions. They will just go for it. And like I said, if they figure out it's a mistake, they'll go back and write it or they'll learn from it. They map out their decisions, they set their goals, and they act on making those dreams a reality by taking action, by doing, by making it happen. So what else can you do? Don't treat those daily activities, don't treat your IPA, your DMO, all those tasks you do each and every day as work. Treat them as banking for your future. Instead of focusing on what you have to do, okay, I have to reach out to 5 people today and I really don't want to do that. Focus on that long-term reward. Focus on what you'll be getting by doing. Okay, I get to reach out to 5 people today, and 2 of those I really have a high hope are going to be runners on my team. They have great networks, they have great influence, and they're self-starters. So I get to reach out to them today and share the gift of Plexus with them. Let's look at it that way instead of, okay, if I reach out to them and they tell me no, how I'm going to react to that. Look at your positive. Look at what you can create in this business. Look at that long term. You know, maybe you're saving money for a down payment on a new house. Maybe you're saving money for a vacation. Maybe you're working to pay off those credit cards. Use those specific things as motivation when you reach out to people. Like I said, Maybe these two people are going to get on board with me, see the vision, and work with me to be successful ambassadors. They will help me achieve my goal of turning Emerald by March instead of September. That means that I'll have a higher paycheck and be able to pay off my credit card sooner than later. Don't get discouraged and distracted. Use these as your motivation each and every day. What else should you do? Don't be afraid of failing. Guys, I cannot say this enough. You know, it's very scary to fail, and it's very scary to think you're going to do something and you're going to fail. And we get caught in ruts in our life, right? We get stuck in patterns and we stop exploring and stepping out and doing things. And we sometimes stop seizing our opportunities that are in front of us because we are afraid of failing. Something can be laid out in front of us, but if we even think we might not be our greatest at it, we may shy away. We become so afraid of trying these new things and not succeeding, we stick with our safe, old, tried and true, right? We stick in that comfort zone and we don't really work on branching out and growing. And that is what will make the difference in your business. An important part of being a self-starter is the ability to charge into that unknown territory and experience those things outside of your comfort zone. You know, trying things also gives us a confidence to achieve other goals that we didn't think we could do, right? When we take those baby steps, when we say, okay, I know I need to go out and start talking to people in public, and I have a horrible fear of doing that. So today I'm going to go in the grocery store and I'm going to talk to 2 people in the produce section. Guys, I did this for real. I'm an introvert. It scared me to death to talk to strangers. I still am uncomfortable doing that. But I would sit in the parking lot and say, I can do this. I can talk to 2 people in the produce department and I can strike up this conversation. Once I started doing that, you know what happened? I found myself in the produce department talking to people and not even realizing I was doing it. Getting to know people, and I would see these people sometimes on a regular basis because I shopped at the same grocery store and so did they. So I was building relationships, or maybe it was the person behind the deli counter that, you know, I knew their child was going off to college, and we talked about that every time I saw them. I was building these relationships, and whether or not these people joined my team or tried my products, I was learning to build relationships. I was learning to talk to people, and I was kind of finding my own in that aspect. So take these opportunities and set these small goals for yourself, which then will turn into bigger goals. Ultimately, self-starters are the people that realize success requires work, right? Those are the people that know they have to do certain things to make things happen. I so often have team members come to me and say, you know, I'm really working. I'm working hard. I really am. I'm talking to a lot of people, but nothing's happening. Nobody's answering me. Nobody's getting back to me. Nobody wants the stuff I'm selling. It's not working. If this is you, ask yourself why. Why do you think nothing is happening? Why do you think people aren't answering you? Because they're answering other people. They're talking to other people. Why are they not answering you? What is happening? What is different for you than the successful ambassadors in this business? Is it the amount of action? When you say you're talking to everyone and you're out there, is it 1 person? Is it 2? Whereas a successful ambassador is probably talking to 45 at any given moment. They have these people in their funnel and they're constantly talking to them and following up with them. So if you're talking to 2 people and they're not answering you, are you really working hard? Are you really talking to all the people that you know? Figure out what your ratio is and realize if what you are doing is not working, stop doing it. Find something else. Try new things. Make the decision to try something else. If you're posting on Facebook each and every day and you're not seeing success from that, go find something else. Schedule coffee dates. Call people. Get face-to-face with your friends. Reach out to people. Add new Facebook friends that maybe haven't seen your post. Do something different. Okay, so I want you guys to take 3 minutes, really quick, maybe not even that long, right now. Get your pen and paper out, and I want you to write down what you will accomplish in the month of October. That starts in, how many days are in this month? 30? Starts in 2 days. In 2 days, we have a new month, new goals, new beginning, new start. It's fall season, great time for our business. So take 3 minutes and write down what you will accomplish in October in your business. Write down those goals. Write down how your business will be different 30 days from now. What will happen? Okay, I'm going to give you a couple minutes to do that. Okay. Hopefully you guys have had enough time to write down at least a couple things, right? So let's see. Raise your hand if you wrote down the following. My business will be exactly the same on October 29th as it is today. I will not grow. I will do nothing different. Nothing will happen for me. I will only spend time asking my upline what I should do every day. I will not take any different action. I will spend time second guessing myself. I will not make definitive decisions. I will not follow up with any potentials that have not gotten back to me. I will not make an effort to meet new people. Nobody? Nobody write that? Of course not, right? If you made an effort to be on this call or to watch this training, then you are wanting, you are wishing, you are dreaming, you are actively working toward changing your business, your life, and working for that financial freedom, right? So why are you holding yourself back in this business? Why are you allowing that fear of failure or even the fear of success to affect you? Why are you not working to your goals? Why are you not taking that action each and every day? Because we all know what it takes, right? You've heard it over and over and over again from many, many different people, many, many different times. Now, let's take just like 1 minute and write down, if you only had 10 minutes tomorrow to work your business, what would you do? 10 minutes to work your business, and that's all the time you had tomorrow. Write down what you would do. Okay, now write down, if you only had 10 minutes tomorrow and no electronic devices, what would you do to work your business? So 10 minutes, no electronic devices, no Facebook, no phone, emails, stuff like that. 10 minutes. Okay, so let's look at what you wrote down. When you were limited in your time, did you feel like you put what the most important thing was to do each and every day? Or did you put something that you wanted to do? Hopefully, you put what the most important thing you should be doing each and every day. And hopefully, from this point forward, you will take 10 minutes out of your day and do that most important thing or those most important things that you can do in 10 minutes. Because we can all devote 10 minutes of solid power time to our business, right? Now, the things that you wrote down that you could do without a computer, without an electronic device, why are you not doing those? Why are you letting yourself hide behind your electronics? Was it pick up the phone and call a friend? Was it have a coffee date with someone? Was it talk to somebody at your kid's soccer practice? Whatever it was, take action to get that done also. Make those 10 minutes count. Guys, you can work this business each and every day, depending on your rank, in a very, very short amount of time. And depending on your rank is the shorter amount of time. If you're gold, you could probably really work your business great in 30 minutes a day. Now, if you're a senior Ruby, it's probably going to be more like an hour, hour and a half. So take whatever minimal time and work hard that entire time. Set your timer and say, okay, I have 30 minutes to reach out to this many people. I have 30 minutes to get my post prepared for tomorrow for Facebook. I have 30 minutes to answer those emails or those messages from my team. When you set that timer and put a limit on yourself, you're going to work smarter. You're not going to work harder. Whereas you have 6 hours to get it done and you're like, oh, well, in 5 hours and 55 minutes, I'm going to start working. Until then, I'm going to scroll Facebook and like and comment on everything. Set your time. Get it out of the way each and every day. Make sure you're doing those things, taking that action, because this is what successful ambassadors do. Everybody wants to know the secret. Everybody wants to know what it takes to be a jewel in this business. It's taking action. It's making it happen, setting your goals and working toward them actively being successful. So I'm going to leave you with a couple things. Jerome Bettis, when he was inducted into the Hall of Fame, he gave a speech. And it was very impactful to me when he talked about how to achieve greatness. He laid this out for everybody in the world to hear. How do you achieve greatness? And I feel like this was so meaningful and pertains to every aspect of our life, but most especially this business. So this is what he said. How do you achieve greatness? Number 1, sacrifice. You have to have the ability to sacrifice. And sometimes that means sacrificing in the relationships that mean the most to you, right? Sometimes you have to give up those things for your kid, from your kids. Sometimes you have to miss practices or tryouts or a game. But in the long run, I went to convention one year. It was my daughter's first tryouts for high school cheer. Broke my heart. She's a mama's girl. Broke my heart to not be there. But I was at convention, and that's where I needed to be. That was my sacrifice, and that was my priority, other than being at tryouts, which I couldn't even attend, but just being there for moral support. In the end, what happened? I have worked my business so successfully, I have paid for her college already. So because I sacrificed missing that tryout, which she never has mentioned, and probably bothered me with mom guilt much more than she really cared to say, I was able to provide her college education for her because I sacrificed that. So look at things on that perspective. What are you willing and able to sacrifice in the short term on the low end to reward high volume on the back end? So sacrifice. The next thing is pain. You will have to endure some type of pain, whether physical or mental. Find a way to endure. And guys, let me tell you, this business is way harder than I ever thought it was going to be, but it's also much more fun. And I have never had a job that I love more than I love this job. Now, there's a lot to deal with. There's a lot of mental anguish some days, but you can overcome that and you can learn. You develop into a leader. That's why it takes a while to grow in this business. That's why we don't instantly join. And guess what? I'm a Jewel and I have this great team and I'm, the team leader. That's why you evolve in this business and you do self-development so you can learn to develop. And this was something I never saw coming in this business, but it is so very important. The next thing he said was failure. You have to have the ability to understand you will fail, but it's how you recover that makes you a better person. I see many people join this business and fail and they're out. They're like, it's not for me, doesn't work. Somebody told me no, I'm not doing this anymore. And they walk away. Then I see some people in this business, they've been doing this business for 3 years and they're still a silver ambassador, but they get out there and they work every single day and they accept that they're going to fail, but eventually it's going to pay off for them. And the final thing he mentioned was love. If you love it, it's not a job, it's a passion. If you love it, you will sacrifice for it, you will go through pain for it, and you are willing to go through the failure and understand you will be successful. If you guys can do all that, success is in your path and greatness is available to you. Do something tomorrow in your business that is ahead of the curve. Do something outside of your comfort zone and do something that you normally wouldn't do without asking somebody's opinion or asking somebody's guidance on. Go ahead and step out and do it from a leadership aspect, no matter what rank you are or how long you've been an ambassador. Something that you take the initiative on, something that you make happen, whether it's for you or your family or your team, but do that tomorrow. And I challenge you all to spend 1 hour each day in full work mode. You don't have to do a consecutive hour if you only have nooks and crannies. If it's 15 minutes here and 15 minutes there, work solidly for those 15 minutes. Don't think about it for 14 minutes and 55 seconds, and then for 5 seconds, do some work, make a post, whatever it is. Work solidly for 1 hour. Map that out before you start. Write out what you're going to accomplish in that hour and make it happen. Work intentionally, work diligently, and work powerfully, and see what a difference taking action makes in your business. If you have complained about your business recently, see if action could be your answer. See if you take action against what you have been complaining about, if it will make it better. And then take that action and make it happen and see how it changes your business. I see it happen each and every day. And I was actually on a call with some of my senior newbies before this, and somebody said, action is the answer to most people's problems in this business. And that is exactly what it is. So I encourage you all to take action. I encourage you all to be the biggest self-starter that you can possibly be. I know it's not ingrained in everyone, and it doesn't come easy for everyone. But I encourage you to work on that skill. Just as many of us have had to work on other skills in this business, work on the skill of being a self-starter, of being driven, of taking that action each and every day. All right, thank you guys so much for being on here. It was fabulous to see so many of you. I hope that you all will join us. Like I said, every single Thursday night we're back to training, and 2 weeks of each month at least. Hopefully, we will have a senior Ruby doing our call or accompanying me on the call. And I really, really hope that you guys will tune in and hear what they have to say. I love hearing others' aspects of things and hearing their insight and what they love and are passionate about training on. So have a great night. Thank you guys for being here. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.